Oh my god.
Welcome to Red Coast Review. Woo! I'm Olive.
I'm John.
I'm guest Ed.
Special guest Ed Douglas.
To Mystery Movie Mondays at the Regal Essex today, and the movie was Companion, which is one of the horror movies I've been looking forward to all year. Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid, Lucas Gage, Megan Suri, Julian, the other guy
From We Live in the Shadows.
Yeah. Rupert Friend was Surrogate. So anything
Directed
else that
by Drew
Hancock has done?
Hancock.
Not much. It's like we've done a short, and that's about it. Not a lot.
It's produced by Zach Kreger, who directed Barbarian, and the trailers for this were like from the makers of The Notebook, which is hilarious.
Well, it's New Line.
It's from New Line. Halfway through the trailer, they say, and creators of Barbarian, and they're like, oh.
It has that humor. Companion. It reminded me of so many movies, but it's done better. It's almost like corrected a lot of the movies we've seen in the past year, including Drive Away Dolls.
Okay.
There's almost clues from Heretic because Sophie is so good. Yellow,
Here and
Jack.
there. A little bit of Megan, Miss Regan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because the thing is, if you saw the trailer, it gives you a main plot point.
Second trailer.
Almost reminds me more of Don't Worry Darling.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Actually, that's true, because the way they presented is from Sophie Thatcher's point of view. So you're kind of like the Florence Pugh character, and that's slowly realizing that it's not real as things goes on. Only in this, they realize it's something else, that they're not real, perhaps. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. It's like it's kind of holding its cards a little close until like she shuts off the first time.
Yeah, we kind of knew.
Well, unfortunately, they kind of spoil it. Even the poster for the movie has her eyes all blank.
Really?
Yeah.
I went down a YouTube rabbit hole to learn how to turn your eye to the back.
Wow.
But I haven't practiced. I don't know if it's healthy.
Let's see what I can do tomorrow.
What will that be useful for?
For horror film.
Oh, okay.
For like being a zombie or a demon.
So you don't have to wear white contacts.
You learn how to do that thing like in Nosferatu, which is like shaking and moving.
It's one of those things where the studios make this calculation that revealing this one plot point that I think is important will get more people in the theater. They're like, like with Abigail, they like it revealed that that girl was a vampire, and that should have been hidden. But
Abigail's trailer was very...
It gave everything away.
Yeah. Ed, you saw it twice.
Yeah, it's my second time seeing it. Yeah,
Okay.
Sure. So
Like
I cheated a little bit. One thing I want to note that you can't really tell, I don't think, is how funny the movie is. The movie, like at least the first half hour.
Did you not think it's as funny the first time?
I wasn't expecting it. See it is like there's also a lot of humor.
Yeah.
Setting up the kind of the horror elements that I'm using horror because I'm not sure that I'd say it's completely horror, but yeah, it is very funny. And it kind of like sets up some scares by being really funny and kind of very light. At first, and then.
Well, the thing that makes it good too is it's not really about what it's about, because there's another plot going on. You know what I mean? It's not really just about what it's about. There's other stuff they're doing that have nothing to do with Sophie
an original plan, and there are things that happen in a moment.
Yeah, Megan was all about Megan, right? This movie, this person happens to be a robot, but there's other things that people are trying to do. There's sneaky stuff. There's things like using this for that, and so it's not even like about the robot more than like the robot's part of this plot. So
it's
so
funny.
It's
like I had to like turn to look at both of you.
There's some funny stuff.
What? Yeah. It almost feels like if we made the movie, or we can stop the movie and be like, oh, what if we change this part? Yeah. Okay, go.
I love seeing Sophie. I love Sophie. She's like...
I think I'm in love with her. I told all of this. I never think I'm
new screenplay.
Between Heretic and interviewing you for Heretic and then seeing this twice.
You interviewed her.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. I want to see like...
You interviewed her.
I interviewed her. I did Heretic.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's out there.
I love it.
And I love seeing
Sophie.
Lucas Gage.
INFP. Introverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving.
Lucas Gage was in it. Like, the first time I saw him, the other robot. It was White Lotus season 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Oops.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll cut that out.
Lucas Gage, the other person, was White Lotus. And then Smile 2. And then he's just been around.
I want to talk about Sophie Thatcher again.
Yes.
Because I think one of the reasons that it works, and it's different than some of these other movies, is because she gives such a layered performance as
it's so internal.
Iris. Well, it has a lot of different layers. It's not just like her going out killing people. It's a very layered performance. I think it's a good script, but she also brings so much of that character.
Her face Sophie's face, like, I don't know how she does it, like, just little shadows here and there. And then you just know, like, her heart, eye just like...
She's good at making herself cry while being very still.
Yeah,
very
it's
still.
so internal, but projected out, and we all feel it.
The spoiler, just say that she's a robot. There's some fun stuff about that. They do go into some details about how you're introduced to it, and it reminded me of AI actually. With Digital Osgood, the imprinting.
Oh,
and then there's like the changing of certain like settings on the phone. It's pretty fun.
I gotta give credit to Drew Hancock. I mean, I think this is really his first feature for writing, directing. You know what I mean?
He wrote and directed.
Yeah.
That's so well done.
It's movie that kind of like takes you in different places. It's not like a slasher. People just get killed.
It's almost like a genre is changing as we go.
It is. Because it's kind of
a comedy and then a little bit of horror, but it's thriller. Not really scary, and it's romantic.
And without being heavy-handed about it, it's also about like kind of like your rich Cybertruck crypto pro type, like lonely, and it just wants to like fill a void with technology, and how they don't get learning, they don't become better people through this companionship.
It's really pretty and really fun.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking with you tomorrow.
What questions do we have?
Who are you talking to tomorrow?
The director.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, what questions do we have?
Do you have questions you're going to ask?
Do you have Sophie Thatcher's phone number?
I always imagine we will work with our favorite actors or directors in the future. So I don't even think about the things I was saying to them. That finally happened.
Is Sophie is she in like some movie, some show? Is she in Yellow Jackets?
Yellow Jackets,
That was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Julia.
She's so young in that. She has like the blonde hair, and she's like younger, and she comes across like a high school goth more so, and this is like an adult.
In this movie, she looks like Julia Lewis.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I'm happy for her because like you can be on a TV show and never make the jump to the big screen successfully. Some people like they it's like, oh, you belong on TV.
Very focused.
You know, like she's made it like a movie career now.
Yeah, but not only that, but all these movie actors now going to television and taking over all the television roles now.
That is true.
Which is true. Like even like the White Lotus, like you're talking about that. There's like a lot of the cast and a lot of people who like I'll pause on that season. Yeah,
the last.
I think Parker Posey is in the new season. I saw like a trailer. Yeah, and it's a kind of like movie people going into the TV world.
I think it's not a bad thing to go in. And now from the theater, TV, and movie world.
No, she holds this movie together, Sophie Thatcher. Like, if she wasn't a compelling actress, then you would just be like, come on, what's happening now? You'd be like, like she really kind of keeps you interested in the whole story. This time watching the movie, I was watching Jack Quaid, and I was just like, I can't not see like Meg Ryan's face in his face. Because there's parts of his face that remind me of Meg Ryan.
I didn't think
because that's like Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's
I didn't think
son.
About
when I was looking at him, I was just like, he looks like Meg Ryan as like with like a fake beard on.
Maybe the smile.
It's this and like
I didn't
this.
think about it. Okay.
So like it was not that it distracted me. It's just really funny because I was thinking about it because we looked it up last night and I was like Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan.
I knew it was Dennis Quaid's son, but I didn't.
I did it was Meg Ryan.
Even though I knew they were together.
His smile. He has the same like dimply smile, like the Meg Ryan smile.
I feel like this feeling of like leaving the movie theater is really great.
But I do want to give a shout out to the Book of Love song, which is so good. Do you know that song? I want to be where the boys are.
That's a good song. You mean the song they played for the flashbacks?
No. It's the one they're playing when they're all dancing together.
When they're dancing in the house.
I like the song, but I don't.
Yeah, it's a band called the Book of Love from the 80s.
Okay.
And,
I thought that was like a greatest hits album that they were showing.
No. Book of Love is an 80s group. They're kind of like one of the guy Ted actually used to live near me, like not too far from me. I don't know if it's still there, but it was like I used to listen to LR, and that was the song they played. Book of Love they played all the time. And I don't think anyone under 40 would really know that song ever. So I'll be curious whether or not this.
I don't recognize it, but I liked it when I heard it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also the song "Emotion" by the Bee Gees was in it, and it makes me want to cover it right away. What a good melody!
We'll do that. We'll cover that.
Oh my god!
I really like the dancing scene where you hear it and then you see the from the window, you see it from the outside, and then it's kind of like a muffled version of that song. I love the kind of like liminal space.
There's only like one aspect of the plot that's a little mushy for me, and it is like the changing of the intelligence stuff. maybe that's a spoiler. But I was, we can cut this out. But I just thought that when it went to 100, she was going to become a genius. And instead she was like, she still seemed like, kind of like, what do I do? I was like, I wanted her to just be like, or like be able to like destroy them, you know?
I know exactly what you mean because certain technical settings,
So she was going to be like
it
a
should be
genius.
more extreme. And then when it was 0, it should be completely shut up.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Right.
That's just a small thing.
I personally wish I wish I could do it to myself. I wish I just
Just like go.
when I want to go to sleep. When I go to sleep, I just put a 0%.
Put it at 0.
I don't want to think about anything. I just want to go to sleep. It's 0%. Yeah, and then
Edward.
and then when I write my reviews, I wish I had intelligence also had memory. So I put my memory on 100%. So when I write a review, I can.
This is the whole point of the movie: is that you have the agency to control yourself.
No, I know. But I'd like to do that.
I just want to say, from an uncanny valley point of view, if you had like this robot sleeping with you and like hanging out with you, and now you were like, "Oh, Iris, go to sleep." Then you had this like dead robot with blank eyes laying next to you. I wouldn't be able to sleep. That's like creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Also, does it ever need to charge? Like Megan had a charging station.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I know that's.
Or like Ex Machina, when the robot escaped in Ex Machina and knocked them at that compound and took off, I was like, she's gonna have to charge at some point. I was like, what is she gonna? She's gonna have to figure that out because now she's like on her own.
I'm sure they did the boring stuff without.
Yeah, maybe she's like solar because as long as she's in the sun, she can charge.
Well, maybe my question to Drew would be like, are we gonna see what happens to Iris next? Is Iris gonna go off on another adventure? And now she has her life, and that not be good. And they're doing a sequel to Megan.
I don't need a sequel to this.
Okay.
But I definitely hope she will have a good life.
I did like that everyone in the movie was as smart as the people who would be. Like when they leave after taking the bot, he totally modded her. He's fucked. I was like, that's a very smart. Because in another movie, those characters would have been like, "Oh, we're just taking her back," but they knew. You know, like I like that because that's the world that we're in. It's like real. It's not like making them dumber for the plot. Like so, it's good. I like that.
They did not dumb it down.
Yeah. Talk about a good January horror release. This is usually the dumping grounds for like
everyone says
crap,
that.
and this is a really good.
This is a good January.
I like it.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
8.
8. Explain a little bit.
8. No, it's just it's good. It's not
2 points off.
It's not perfect, but it's great. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. A 10 is like life changing. So 8 is like the best that this movie would be to me. It's like a really great version of this. You know? I can't think of anything I would change either.
Okay. Like right now, I really, really liked it, but I have to say that at the end of the movie, I thought I need one big imagery or something to remember this movie by. And I feel like maybe a month from now, I have to sit and think about it. And because of that, 8.5. Otherwise, it would even be higher.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's interesting. So I did write a review. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
And I think I'd probably bump it up to 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10 to me is good. I'd recommend it. 7.5 out of 10 is like, I wouldn't have recommended it for you guys if I didn't see it. If I saw it, I hated it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But,
I wouldn't even want to talk about it if I hated something.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. And 7.5, it was funny. I wrote a review somewhere.
I mean, I'm allowing for the genre too. It's really good for a horror thriller too. I'm not putting it in the same place as a noir or like movies. I'm not saying it's like an Oscar movie. But for what it is, it's an 8. It's like, to me, it's like it's like the best version of this kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, I think the first time I saw it, I was not sure what to expect, and it was like kind of watching, not expecting. I'm glad I saw it a second time. I think again, seeing second time, I'm like, oh yeah, there's lots of smaller stuff that's set up, which I did not get the first time.
It's a busy enough plot that you can see it a second time is to be surprised by stuff.
Yeah,
the characterization is strong enough that like you want to see them interact again. So it's not like you're like seeing it a second time and you're like, I've seen this one.
It'll be really fun. It will suck you right back.
Yeah.
Okay, 7.9.
8.
8.
It's 8.
Pretty good.
It's the average.
I wanted to mention, what is that movie called? Something Darling?
Strange?
A Strange
Darling. Oh yeah, it also.
I did not like Strange Darling.
I remember that.
It's like well made, but something about it just doesn't sit well with me. I feel like, oh my god, this sociopath. I'm so afraid of this woman. But this movie, this revenge, is like, yes! This is exactly what we wanted. Like, exactly what I wanted. And
it's funny, that's because I love Strange Darling, and it did remind me of that. I think I mentioned remind me of that where it's not like a typical genre movie. It's not like, you can't just say it's a horror movie. It's like a mix of genres and switch things around.
Yeah, Willa Fitzgerald's character in that movie hurts good people, and that changed you because in this, Sophie Thatcher doesn't hurt good people because she like kills Ed Begley Jr. in the life, and they're such they're making like crazy meal, and they're just nice people.
Let's just spoil every movie. Let's spoil that.
I mean, that's been out long enough.
Well, thank you so much for chatting. I'm a huge fan of the Cantaloupe Cat horror movie podcast. And I'm a fan of Ed because all your reviews, interviews, written, or video interview,
You should come on the
movies,
podcast.
I love it.
Come on, Cantaloupe Cats.
We'll find the right show. Yeah, we'll find the right show.
I think Red Cow's review is just catching the reaction.
Yeah.
You like to get first out of the theater without thinking about it.
Without overthinking. Yeah.
And I hope you do well enough so people actually go looking for the Red Cats.
All right, say goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for having me.